Today's guests want to know, is this normal? Now, let me tell you, I do have a definition of normal, and my definition of normal is whether something is disrupting your life or not. That's how you tell if something's normal. If it's not disrupting your life, then it's not really abnormal, if it's working for you. Now, Shalita wrote to me because she refuses to celebrate the holidays, any holidays. Now, several years ago, she decided that they were just excuses to spend money. She doesn't understand why her family just won't accept her choice.
Dear Dr. Phil, my family is so mad at me about my views on certain holidays. I am tired of defending my stance on not celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, and Halloween to my family, especially my sister Akia. 8 years ago, I realized the truth behind these hell days, and now my family ridicules me about my choice not to celebrate or let my 6-year-old daughter celebrate either. First of all, according to my research, Christmas is a pagan holiday. Jesus wasn't even born on the 25th of December. Easter is another pagan holiday. Thanksgiving? Great. Let's celebrate the slaughter of Native Americans. Valentine's Day is a purely sexual holiday, and Halloween is worshiping the dead. Christ would really appreciate that. I have no problem with documenting holidays like Hanukkah, but these other make me sick. I get sick to my stomach when I see decorations or have people wish me a happy this or a merry that. I wish more people would realize the truth. Dr. Phil, can you please help my sister understand that not celebrating these holidays is my choice? Bah humbug. Shalita.
All right, now we have Shalita's sister, Akia, on the phone, and she totally disagrees with her sister's views. Okay, so what do you think's going on here? I'm going to ask you in a minute, but tell me what you think's going on here.
I think she's just cheap because if you buy her a gift, she'll accept it. If she was so into not celebrating Christmas, she would turn it down, or she would tell me no, my daughter can't come over your house to spend the pagan holiday with you.
No, I'm broke. I'm not cheap. And if I had the money and I celebrated it, I would buy gifts. But even if I had $1 million, because I don't celebrate Christmas, I'm not going to buy anybody anything, including my daughter.
If you're so big on not celebrating it, why do you let her come over to my house to celebrate it?
It was one day. It was one day, one time, because you asked me and asked me and asked me, and I felt bad, so I let her go that one time.
She's coming again this Christmas.
You don't know that.
What's your problem with holidays, for example? You said you got your daughter and you told her the truth.
Yes.
About Christmas.
And my nephews and all other small children.
You also told the other family members' children, too.
Yeah, you got in between other children and their parents.
They asked me.
You told, and so what is the truth?
Well, okay, I did some research on these holidays, and I found out that Christmas has nothing to do with Christ at all. It's all about the worshiping of a sun god. During the time when Constantine was converting pagans into Christians, you know, the pagans didn't want to let go of their celebrations, so what they did to compromise was they married the two. They took pagan festivals and Christian doctrine and put them together.
That was in the 4th century.
But it doesn't matter, because if we lived during the 4th century and we called ourselves Christians, like the early Christians did, we would not have celebrated it.
Let me tell you what I think the truth is about Christmas. Do I think it's about a fat man running around the world dropping off toys? No, I got that busted for me last year, I think. But can't you let your children enjoy the festivities of the holidays, the music, the spirit of kind of giving and family and being together? I mean, it doesn't have to be whether it's a pagan origin or a Christian origin, or there's a real Santa Claus, or you believe it was Christ's birthday, or whatever. I mean, can you not find a way to fold this into the current world?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because to me, it's a form of Satanism. If anybody know anything about pagans, they didn't believe in Christ. They didn't believe in God. So would you let your children go to a seance and conjure up spirits? You know, of course not.
You hate Valentine's Day.
Yes, that's another pagan holiday. I mean, it's as simple as going to your Encyclopedia Britannica, looking up Valentine's Day, and it'll tell you everything. This is not my opinion. These are facts. And if Christ was around, he would completely disagree with all these celebrations.
Well, do you believe that these holidays are what we name them to be for ourselves.
No,
I mean, they can become totally dominated by the marketing machine
That's one other
and
thing.
become completely commercialized, or they can be religious observances, or they can be family observances where you ritualistically get together and share time.
No.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be one definition or this definition or this definition. I don't believe in like over commercializing Christmas. I don't believe that it has to be just a religious observance. I think there are a lot of different ways that we can define these for ourselves.
Well, but it is a religious observance, and I like to say that you can't turn pus into pudding. You can't change something into a good thing because it was never intended that way.
Okay, let me ask you this: if I get together with my family this Christmas, if my 82-year-old mother comes here and spends the holidays with us, and our children who are grown and outside the home come and spend rare time with their parents, and we have a nice meal and watch football games, you're saying that's a pus-filled holiday?
Yes. I think that those who understand the true meaning of Christmas and continue to do it, your soul's going to be judged. This is going out to the people who are afraid during Judgment Day, who are afraid to be sent to the hellfire. If you're just if you're an atheist, if you're just doing it for tradition, then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to preachers, those who have a religious responsibility to lead the people, and I don't believe that they are leading the people correctly.
I just totally, blatantly disagree.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that as a child that I didn't enjoy these things because I did, and I couldn't wait to get older to pass it on to my children. But I got to stand up for righteousness. What's right? What's more important, the happiness of my child or making God happy?
Well, are you wicked? Are you wicked and ruined because you celebrate that as a child?
Well, no, because that wasn't something I did.
Well,
I
would
didn't
your
know.
daughter be wicked and ruined if she were allowed to celebrate as a child?
Well, no, because as a child, you're not even responsible for your sins. It's once you get older and have an understanding, it's your duty to do what's right. Everything that's fun isn't right.
And you have the choice because
Yes.
you're the mother, and you can do what you want with the child. Yes. But I would really hope that you would kind of take a deep breath and ask yourself if there is a way for you to define some experiences for your child so that they don't miss the joy and festivity and celebration of some of these holidays. But because somebody in the 4th century defined something does not tell me how I define it now. And that's what you have to that's what you have to do. You have that choice, and it is your right. And I'm not telling you you're wrong. I would just hope that you would try to find a way that your daughter wasn't excluded from a lot of the joy of life that she might miss because of that position.
We celebrate New Year's. That's pretty fun. We can do that. There's no religious stipulations behind that. So.
Yeah, well, there are religious stipulations behind what you put the religious stipulations behind. So
okay.
that's up to you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next, for most people.
Not long, 'cause what you reap is what you sow.